Elsewhere, more than 1,000 delegates from around the world began a crucial meeting on the environment here in Nairobi, and that was earlier today. The meeting, that is known as the UN Environment Assembly, is being held amid security challenges in the country. But as Rita Tinina reports, UNEP's Executive Director, Achim Steiner, says the attendance of international delegates is a show of solidarity with Kenya.
42 years after the United Nations Environment Programme set up home in Nairobi, another milestone. The inaugural 5-day United Nations Environment Assembly kicked off at the UNEP headquarters in Gigiri.
For the next 5 days, the world is meeting in the environmental capital of the world, Nairobi, Kenya.
The United Nations Environment Assembly brings together all 193 UN member states after the UN General Assembly changed UNEP's top decision-making organ from the 58 voluntary member governing council to the United Nations Environment Assembly with universal membership.
This assembly will be expected to provide guidance and leadership on global environmental policies.
This session promises to be a busy session for all of us, and we must race to the tasks.
At least 1,200 delegates from over 160 countries are in Nairobi for the UNEA conference at a time when Kenya is grappling with security challenges. Some European countries have issued travel advisories against Kenya following several attacks. But here, it was a show of solidarity.
To those of you who have made the journey here, even though you were sometimes concerned about some of the security challenges, it is in moments like this that we share with each other the principle of solidarity, and we look to our host country to make all the efforts possible to make this meeting not only a success, but one in which each one of you, delegate, visitor, staff member, will hopefully conclude the deliberations this week on Friday by feeling this was the place to be in these days of June 2014.
The UNEP Executive Director set the record straight over worries on the continued presence of UNEP in Nairobi in the face of increasing security challenges.
We are here. We are committed. We are committed to our presence in Africa, to our story and our history alongside the African continent. And we are committed to continuing to make the headquarters of UNEP and this headquarters duty station of the United Nations a symbol for what the 21st century United Nations family will look like and should look like.
The United Nations Environment Assembly has a loaded agenda. Environment, rule of law, sustainable development goals, and the illegal trade in wildlife are among issues up for discussion.
We have the opportunity to come together and develop innovative and practical solutions to our common environmental problems.
With the world's leading environmentalists under one roof, expectations are high, and all eyes remain on the United Nations Environment Assembly to make a difference in efforts to try and solve environmental challenges across the globe. Rita Tinina, KTN, at the UNEP headquarters, Gigiri.